Hey, Goth Exotics. We got our other pair of beauty snakes in today. Our Taiwans. It's kind of be some surprise, but we are going to check on them in just a second. We're going to get this unboxed. I kind of want to show you how it's boxed, just as an example of what not to do. They were boxed absolutely egregiously to the point where this is an absolute danger to the animal. They most definitely ended up getting hurt because there's just no padding in here for them. It's not insulated. There are so many things that went wrong with this packaging that could put the animal's life in risk. And that is why how you package your animal is extremely important. And you must take care in it, or you could lose a lot of animals. And that's just a mess for the purchaser. That's a mess for the breeder. And obviously, it's a mess for the animal's life. Okay, so let's start off with the fact that we don't have insulation. The insulation helps with temperature spikes in the box, ensuring that they're not too hot and not too cold. Very important, especially the fact that this is not a super hot tolerant species. This is all we got, this big open box, this piece of cardboard in here, and one piece of paper. How is that supposed to provide cushion? That means they were rattling around in this box potentially. Now, I have not opened them. I do not know their temperament. And I'm hoping they're okay. They seem active. They seem alert when you touch the bags. But again, this right here, this big open space that he left in here could put these guys at a lot of risk. And it could be very problematic. And reptiles are not like mammals. Reptiles can take weeks to die from blunt force trauma injuries and show signs of severe blunt force trauma injuries. They're actually quite resistant to it, and then they can take a lot of beating without showing a lot of signs of injury, and that's what worries me. And we'll go over kind of who this was and about it, because this should not be happening. These people deserve to be called out. So stick around until the end if you want to hear about who it was and my opinion on it. Can you grab the snake hook real quick, please? It's on that rack over there. Just because I don't... We're going to actually go ahead and get rid of the box. Toss that box over there. Just throw it. I don't care. Just gently. I don't know who's who. And no labeling, so hope I can figure out which one's male and female. But, I mean, after seeing how we're packaged, I'm not surprised that we didn't label properly either.
This is the one that was a little slower.
Okay, how are we doing, dear? Hopefully you're all alright. Oh, you are gorgeous. I will give him that. You are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, she is very pretty.
She is a beautiful... I'm assuming this is the female due to size. We still should have labeled them, I'm just saying. But that is my least of my complaints with him. He is absolutely gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. I'm assuming this is the female.
Hi.
We can double check their sex later. She seems very docile. She's a big lady.
Yeah, she is. Goodness.
She actually is probably going to need an enclosure upgrade later.
Yeah.
Because she is huge. She's actually bigger than I was expecting. That is a full-grown snake.
She's gorgeous.
Oh my god. I will show you guys some B-roll of her here in just a second.
You can go see her to the camera.
You can see her here on the table.
Look at her colors. It's okay.
Look at you don't even see how vibrant that yellow is. She is just in curious mode. She's very curious. See how that you cannot see it. But do you see how her tongue is just going and flickering? She seems very alert. And that's a good sign, her alertness and how curious she is and how willing she is to move around. So I'm not too concerned about her injury, but they still should not have been shipped that way. That was still extremely dangerous and irresponsible of this breeder.
Yeah.
I don't see any other problems with her. I don't see injuries, mites, scale rot. I don't believe that he was necessarily taking care of the animals wrong. Just simply should not have been packaging them like that. Is very irresponsible. Okay. Here is what I'm at. Is the male. Now, let's make sure he's all right. Again, he was alert, so I'm not super worried.
He was the most alert one.
He was the most alert one, as Mrs. Garth Exotic stated. So I'm not super worried.
It's right here, Mel.
Especially seeing the result of the female, but it just, that packaging is absolutely terrifying. He is a little bit more. Oh, he has a lot brighter yellow than the lady. He's not nearly as dark.
No, he's not.
See that? He is immediately locked onto my hand here. They are very visually alert. He is an absolutely gorgeous male, though. Look at this coloration.
I know the yellow on his side of the face is very...
Can have some sexual dimorphism, where the females just tend to get a little bit larger. But that's pretty common with colubrids. Females do tend to be larger overall. He is a lot lighter, which I really like, so we can get some variety in the babies. And again,
yes, I love his color.
I will not take the health of the animal away from this breeder. The animals themselves are healthy. That is not at all the detriment with them. These animals are really healthy. They're really plump.
Such a pretty color.
They're very active.
You are in my picture.
Okay, guys. I will not take it away from Colubrid Craze. They are healthy. They don't have mites. They don't have scale rot. They're very plump. They're super active. But here's the thing about it. They could not have been. They could have arrived dead. With the packaging he provided, this right here, legitimately, this is the only thing inside of it. This one piece of paper.
There was another piece of paper, but it's in the car.
Oh, sorry, there was two.
Poo.
That is not enough in that large of a box to provide cushion to them in case they get flipped or tossed around. On top of that, no insulation. And again, like we said, the insulation in the box is a necessity. I'm sorry, it is. It keeps the box regulated. It helps the regulation to prevent from temperature flares. Make sure it doesn't go too hot or too cold rapidly. And you know how dangerous rapid temperature changes are for reptiles, because they're all very prone to shock. And this is a species that prefers it a little bit cooler, so a rapid spike up on a warmer day like today could have been a problem. There was a cool pack in there, I will give them that, so I wasn't too concerned with the rapid spike up, but it could have got too cold at night also. They should have been insulated. They should have been packaged properly. These were $1,000, guys. I don't know, normally they were $1,000 for the pair. There is no reason that you are selling $1,000 pairs of animals and you cannot afford $10 for the packaging. I'm sorry. A lot of us run the same businesses. We're doing the same thing. If we can afford the $10 packaging, so can you. I don't care if you're shipping a $5 leopard gecko. Which, guys, don't even get started on that. I don't care if you ship a $5 leopard gecko. It should be in proper packaging. Because that's still an animal's life. If you're going to take the time to produce these animals and breed them like I do, make sure to care about their lives. Simple as that. I've noticed some people don't tend to. But like I said, only shade to this breeder for the packaging. This is unacceptable. Colubrid Craze, do better. Your packaging is absolutely trash. Trash. That'll kill an animal. That's ridiculous. I will give it to you, though. The animals are pretty healthy. But they also could have arrived dead. So, what's it matter? Peace out.